So the history of the coconut, as far as I know and have learned and been taught, it goes back 35 million years, and it's actually an ancient grass. And far of human use, can be used for basically everything. Food, of course, water to drink, oil. It's really amazing when you can get actual oil, cooking oil out of a plant. It's the most useful plant in the whole world. So I became interested in coconuts because I was buying a shopping cart full of them from the store once a week. I was spending like $100 on them. I was eating the meat, drinking the water, and using them for food. And that's how I became so interested. Where are these things coming from? How do they grow? And started climbing the trees and planting the trees. And the more I learned, the more I realized how important it was, you know, not just for my personal food, but for kind of the survival for people in the tropics. You know, I like to say only coconuts can save us now, because of all the things you can plant, nothing is going to give you more pounds of food than a coconut. Okay, so the real value in coconuts is not the green coconuts that everyone is kind of into as the fad right now. The real value is in these coconuts, which are the brown nuts. These are the mature nuts that fall voluntarily from the tree. And when they fall and get a little moisture, they sprout into one of these. This is a coconut tree. And this can produce up to 18,000 coconuts in its lifetime. So there's nothing on planet Earth that provides more food for people than this right here.
So we're going to incorporate coconut into a Kona Kampachi from the Big Island. And we're going to do a classic Tahitian influenced dish called Poisson Cru. So what we're going to do is we're going to use coconut a couple different ways. One is going to be a coconut oil to bind the Poisson Cru. And then we're going to take dehydrated, older coconut meat, and we're gonna grate it to flavor the Poisson Cru, to flavor the kampachi. And it's really a dish that I love. It's kind of a spin on local style poke, but done with coconut. Being born and raised on Maui, you know, using as many Maui grown ingredients are extremely important, not only for economical reasons, but me personally, I think that a lot of our farmers and ranchers and fishermen are some of the best in the world. And you know, I think as a chef, it's partly my job to make sure that we're exposing and utilizing Maui products because I believe in them. And when you know where the soil that the products come from, you can track it back and you can actually follow the process into how it's grown. And that's why it's important for me. You know, we're influenced by a lot of different cuisines and culture, and different people in general, whether they're native to the island or not. So with that diversity, it's made my palate a lot more well-rounded. It's exposed me to a lot of different cuisines that I'm not even ethnically a part of, but it's given me a sense of diversity for my own palate and cuisine, and also exposed me to a lot of different ingredients that I think a lot of people that grow up elsewhere aren't exposed to. Because at a young age, if you develop your palate and if you develop those senses, later in life it all kind of comes back to you. And it's helped me in my profession, because something may taste good to me and I may not exactly know why, but it does, and I can throw it on a plate and people enjoy it.